Merry Christmas, everybody. I hope everybody's good. I really got to do more of these. Life be life, and running some Division 1. Would I like to? Really, I'm not trying to mess with Ubisoft because of some of their decisions that they've made. I hope everyone's having a Merry Christmas. I hope everyone is like opening toys or opening presents and gifts and what's going on here. If you're too old for Christmas, I hope you got yourself something, a gift for yourself.
Black Friday, you can sleep in.
All over the region. Retailers are calling this their
Oh, this ties in perfectly to what I want to talk about.
Sales changing hands. The stores.
The true disease that is sweeping the nation.
The flu season is off to its earliest start.
To be a previously unknown variant of the flu suspected catching
That people are normalizing. That black and brown people have been trying to tell you about.
Back on the breaking news, leading with unconfirmed reports of a small...
The karma of colonized America.
And National Guard units converging on a hospital in central Manhattan.
The lies spread by the two-party system.
Let me stop you there. This is not a panic situation.
The terror and pain.
An entire American city.
Wow, that dude just got popped. That's crazy.
Central Park has been converted to a mass.
The deaths, the apathy.
Gas line leaks, fires. The government's expecting another night of widespread looting.
People of New York are.
You have been lied to, America. You have been lied to, and we've been trying to warn you.
It's not our job. We're not trained for that.
There can be no peace under colonization.
When we were activated, we knew the situation was bad, worse than anyone knew. We are an elite, highly skilled group of embedded agents. They only call us when everything else has failed. We have no rules. We have no limits. Our job is to protect what remains.
We are your co-workers. We are your neighbors. We might even be your friends.
But when we get the call,
We leave everything behind.
we are
The Division.
We got a lot to talk about today, y'all. Oh yeah, you know I gotta go. You know, what other one? Let's see what they got. Bro looked tired. I don't know if y'all seen the news headlines. These Epstein files are leaking, and the things in them are horrific. And if you had studied Black history and had empathy and recognized your bias, this all could have been avoided. I don't want to mince words. If discussions of race, if whether you're white, Asian, Black, is that Latino? That's supposed to be Hispanic. I don't know. Asian again, Black some more. Speaking of the Moors, shout out to them. Ruled the Iberian Peninsula in 11 AD and taught Europeans how to avoid the plague. We're not going to mince words today. If you had studied Larry Davis, if you had studied about some Harriet Tubman, some Frederick Douglass, some Malcolm X, you would be aware of the evil that is possible under colonial rule or under colonization. Because you have to be a certain kind of person to be. Headphone disconnected. It's all or microphone disconnected. If you had studied these things, you would be aware of the level of insanity, apathy, and bias that would need to be possible to do these things. We'll get into it. I want to get out of this. That scar is crazy. Nah, because I want bro to still look kind of normal too. Can I get glasses though? Oh yeah, I like those. Yeah, we're gonna talk about it, y'all. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas.
Intelligent System Analytic Computer is activated. All ISAC systems are confirmed online. Tamper at the marker to begin weapon verification.
Your season pass supply drop is now available. The rewards claim vendor. I don't know where that is or what that is. So I still need to go look around. How do you move the cover again?
Weapon test initialized. Open fire at the highlighted targets.
Dang, how many supply drops are they gonna give me, gang? How many supply drops? Okay, I get it. My supply...
Primary weapon test successful.
Got the pistol.
Weapon test initialized. Open fire at the highlighted targets.
Got it.
Sidearm test successful.
Welcome aboard, Agent. This is Louis Chang, Northeast Section Commander of the Division. You have been activated because Brooklyn has become dangerously unstable. Isaac has updated us with your progress. Proceed to the nearest safe house for your full equipment loadout.
There we go. I'll check on my stuff later. Yo, they are giving me all the rewards right now. I got the gold edition, so I'm not gonna lie. This is probably gonna be my main like podcasting hub for a while. For those of you who have been living under a rock and who missed the intro,
I've confirmed that your fellow agent Faye Lau has arrived here. Check in with her when you get inside.
Rainbow Siege tactical suit. Where do I get all these rewards from?
You just made a friend for life.
I don't want to get away from the game. So these Epstein files have been leaking and leaking and leaking and leaking and leaking. Merry Christmas, y'all. But hey, we're not gonna mince words anymore. We're not gonna play about some of this stuff. Not while we're playing this game. So we'll talk about it before we even go in here, man. We got to talk about this. So it has been leaked that not only was the president heavily associated with Epstein, I'm gonna try to describe this without getting too graphic, though. I will try to do that. President participated in some very, very messed up stuff with someone who was not of age. And they are saying that, I don't even know how to say this. He was then around for an event afterward to cover up the results of certain things. And it involved being in a boat and being on the water. And you can look it up yourself. News outlets are started. This is the craziest part. Well, this isn't the craziest part, but news outlets are starting to finally talk about this stuff after it's been hushed. Okay, they're giving me all these supply drops. I've been getting supply drops for like 5 minutes.
Readings indicate this area is safe.
Oh, it's a safe area. A safe house. Hey, the crib.
We're losing this whole neighborhood. Rioters are moving through, in force, and headed this way.
Put your people there. I see someone else got the call. I'm Agent Fei Lau, Division. Activated the same time as you, part of the second wave of us going in. I don't know what happened to the first wave, but unfortunately, there's still lots left for us to do. We don't have much intel, and we don't have the luxury of failure. Not with Manhattan under lockdown and Brooklyn on the brink. People like me, and you, we're what's left to hold the line. With any luck, we'll have more to go on once we rendezvous with the commander. More about the situation, about who's turning the streets into a war zone. Anything that's gonna help us do what we're supposed to do. If you'll excuse me, Lieutenant.
Officer Hazen and his team are handling situation reports. If you're looking for a hotspot, that's who you want to talk to.
Complete your activation at the terminal to enable Directive 51 operational status and equipment.
Did I do that? Alright, I'm done getting updates. Oh, so this is a player. Okay, what's up, y'all?
Identity confirmed. SHD equipment activated.
Now, when I was playing Division 2, them drones were way OP. Do it. So I'm gonna try to be as blunt as possible, y'all. Let's get outside first, though.
Thank God you're here, Agent. I've never seen Brooklyn like this. We're barely hanging on. I'll be your point of contact for any emergency ops. We've had plenty of action, and it's not letting up. Jesus. I'm not gonna have any hair left when this thing is done.
Alright, we're gonna go outside and get some side missions going, and we'll talk about topics in a minute. How do I get... Because I'm supposed to have subtitles, right? There we go.
Don't walk away.
Who just told me that? And what problem do you have with me? This is really poignant for what's happening right now, because in movies and games, what's happening in the country right now would be an event. And because of the way America is set up, because most of mainstream America has normalized racism, hatred, they're starting to wake up, but now they're starting to see there are things that are attached with this whole thing. People are being disappeared by secret police. People are so biased that 60 years after segregation, you look at them. Look, I'm looking at this TikTok account. We're going to read this. They just post like Black history facts. And a normal response to a history fact would be like, oh, wow, that's crazy that happened. Let's learn from it and move forward. The responses are even like, and so what? It's a Tuesday. Who cares? The bias is so crazy that it's like The Walking Dead out here. The mainstream doesn't even see it, bro. Doesn't even see it. Now more than ever, people like The Division when it comes to seeing what's going on and seeing the bias and the conditioning. It's so important. People out here are horrified at these leaks getting out.
Make a sale.
But if you had studied Black history, you know what kind of savagery is possible when you normalize what it takes for colonization to occur. I'm Black, Native American, and Irish. They call me the oppression trifecta.
Maybe you'll come back.
Millions of natives were murdered for people to come here. They were tricked. They were, and colonization is so savage that they celebrate it every year. And when you talk about it, it's viewed as a triumph.
Warning, now leaving the safe area.
Let's hit the streets. So you got to start there. And the problem is most people just reject it now. Anti-intellectualism is so normal.
Rioters took the weekly food supply from the Brooklyn Heights Distribution Center. They try and sell it back to all the starving people. Plain and simple profiteering on the backs of people who are suffering. Get that food back.
Don't do it. I'm begging you. I got a family.
Oh, whoops.
Not me. Not anymore.
All right, I'll change clothes in a minute. It's getting kind of crazy. Bro, what just happened? Anyway, it's been so cool to reject any kind of self-awareness or empathy. They've even made empathy seen as a bad thing. And they claim to be Christian, which is it's super crazy. As a Christian watching this, it's crazy. How do I get in here? If you had studied, you would notice like, yo, yes, there's something wrong with this. And so I encourage everybody, man, take a second and just think about what other people in your country who don't look like you might be going through, man. It's needed now more than ever. And if you think this is boring and you think this is not relevant, then you are part of the problem, because there's people out here literally being disappeared, gang. Like there's people out here mocking anything that has to do with Black and brown people suffering. It's crazy, bro. They're taking steps to bring back segregation. And it's so crazy that as a Black person, I'm like, yo, why are we putting up with a lot of this stuff? Like, why are we, the problem is back when segregation happened before, although I met cool people of every kind, when it happened before, oh snap. When it happened before and Black people started to prosper, events like Tulsa happened.
Missing supply crate located.
I think at this point, Black, brown, purple, green, whatever, those of us who can see what's going on and aren't blinded by the two-party system and aren't blinded by all these isms and terms and buzzwords,
Approaching marked location.
we do need to start kind of moving in our own circles, I think.
This is gonna be fun.
See, all right, hold on. I gotta get better at like identifying people.
Area secured. Hostiles neutralized. Warning. Hostile forces approaching.
Bro thought he was somebody. Fun. Prayers up for all of the victims going through this, man. Prayers up if you have a family member who is justifying this madness. Prayers up if you are trying to speak up and you feel like you're being suppressed. It's crazy out here, bro. Inventory. Bet. Now, why can't I take their guns, though? Like, some games, the reason will be, like, the gun is registered to a certain person or something like that. How do I open this? Or do I need to? Okay.
Probably its only pirate radio podcast. Now, we've talked about the JTF, the Joint Task Force that's made up of city cops and first responders. They've made a pretty big difference in a lot of neighborhoods since this whole crazy mess got started. But just like food, water, sanity, and clean underwear, the JTF are a handy resource we just don't got enough of. And you know what they say? Nature abhors a vacuum. And my sources tell me somebody's trying to step into that breach. Somebody military. I'm talking PMC people, private military company types, who get sent into Manhattan to protect the rich folk stuff and found themselves trapped here with the rest of us. So, did they pitch in and play nice? Hell no. These last man battalion U-Botses and their CO, some knucklehead named Bliss, decided Manhattan died and made them king. And since they got guns and the tanks and their shiny uniforms, they're taking their nickel and dime fascist bullshit to the streets. Our streets. And if you're in their territory and don't play by their rules, you're screwed. And by the by, you listen to those loudspeaker trucks that loudmouth Bliss keeps running up and down the streets? It's pretty clear he's thinking bigger than just Manhattan. So, if you see anybody in fatigues and Ninja Turtle gear, you let me know. We got a fire in the line, New York. You stay safe.
Interesting.
Confirmed. Pickup mark. GTF notified.
Great work, Agent. We'll get that food back to the people who need it.
That was a little rusty. I mean, that was a little, that could have been better.
Agent, we've gotten word of a hostage situation at a bank. Looks like you'll have to go through the subway tunnel to access the building.
I'm not ready for that
Agent,
yet.
Those rioters have stolen a crate of morphine. Probably gonna try and sell it or use it. We've got people in real pain who need those drugs. See if you can recover that crate.
Yeah, man, these leaks are crazy, and one of the craziest things, the gamer in me is like, I want it, but I'm not gonna do that. they knew about these things, and they covered them up. That's the sad part about this too. I honestly think racism is a genuine indicator for a corrupted soul. And I think just like if someone is lying a lot, or someone is like, uh-oh, here we go. Try to run. I think all of those are indicators. It's like the canary in the mine, if that makes sense. Like if somebody is a racist, just to be able to do that, being capable of doing that, is, I think it should be a flag. No pun intended. Alright, sometimes you can't tell.
Well, we can make a deal, but you know what they say.
So yeah, if you are surprised by what you're seeing, you haven't been paying attention. And you should listen to black and brown people more, and you should check more races. You can start, it's easy to start. Hop off the porch and join the division, you know what I mean? What did I just grab though?
Stop messing.
Oh, bet. Check a racist, man. Check a racist. You too can start joining the division.
Just taking what's owed, you know? Man, I'm not worried about the JTF.
It feels kind of bad, like just ambushing them like that, but I'm about to.
This city's going to hell.
Warning shot. Get away from it. All right, we got to get some flank action. That's one.
Area secured. Hostiles neutralized.
Ooh. Yup.
Confirmed. Pickup marked. GTF notified.
Sparrow 5 here. We're approaching your position now.
And there's so much intersectionality when it comes to these issues with mental health issues, narcissism. It really highlights how important the ability to have personal accountability is. It's like a superpower today. Shoot, being able to even just acknowledge basic history or basic personal bias is a superpower today. Oh, I should have got that. Come on, come on, come on. I had to light them up. They're trying to flank. We'll do topics in a minute. No.
Barrel 5 is on site and ready to engage.
No! How do you use medkits if you have them? I think it said tap X. We gotta go back and get that. But yeah, for anybody who's ever had like a narcissistic family member or a narcissistic ex, it's almost like they're attracted to just chaos. It's like cruelty sometimes is the goal. Some people genuinely seem to find pleasure in making other people suffer. And don't let them get near a Bible, because then you get where we're at right now. A bunch of people claiming to be Christian. I need to stop hanging out. A bunch of people claiming to be Christian. A bunch of people justifying hatred with Christianity.
Great work, Agent. We'll get those drugs back to the wounded where they'll be used properly.
I really think everybody, as soon as you can, try to identify and fix your own bias. If you've been conditioned to hate anything that comes, I had to read that. Hate anything that comes has to do with Black history. You can uncondition yourself if you really want to. All right, they said we can mod. Yeah, this is fire. I'm not gonna lie to you. Didn't I just get a grip? Yeah. Yeah. So what happens if I dismantle it? And can I mod this? Oh, you can mod everything. Can I mod this? Oh, there's no skin. No, I thought they just gave me a bunch of stuff, didn't they? Well, either way. Oh, can I level? Is there a leveling thing going on? I need to be level 5 for that. Okay. Alright, we got that done. I still kind of don't feel like I'm ready for that, but I'll do it.
We've gotten word of a hostage situation at a bank. Looks like you'll have to go through the subway tunnel to access the building. We need you to move in and minimize the damage.
All right, let's look for a topic real quick. Yeah, please. As soon as you can, try to decondition yourself, man. These smartphones, you don't only have to use them to scroll on TikTok like I do, you know. You can educate yourself. Jake Paul, Anthony Joshua. It looks like someone went off script. And of course it would be the one time that I put money on Jake Paul. I'm not gonna lie, I'll confess I did. I put bread up for Jake Paul to win. That little pause, that little tongue wag thing he does, I believe that's his sign, and this is what I'm hearing. When you watch Jake Paul fight, that is his sign that this is getting out of control. You know, yo, I love podcasting and playing video games because then you get moments like this. So I think that little tongue wag that Jake Paul does, you know, it's almost confirmed that is what he does when the fight is going off the rails. And if you rewatch the video, there are so many little moments that make it even more terrifying from the perspective of Jake Paul. The fact that Anthony Joshua smiled when he knew he had the knockout set up. The fact that Anthony Joshua reached out when it was time to put Jake Paul down and put his hand over that left hand so Jake Paul could not block. And the thing that I noticed most clearly is the absolute terror and fear in the face of Jake Paul once he realized this thing was going off the rails. I don't know. I expected to feel a measure of satisfaction. And I kind of did. But I'll be honest, the way that Jake Paul is handling the post-fight promo has kind of made me, you know, hate him a little less. He's making skits talking about how he almost had him, and, you know, he's making fun of himself. His jaw, they're saying, has been fractured. You know, he's been humbled. There's rumors that he's going to be done. Logan Paul has stepped up. He's talking about he wants to fight. That's two. He left his homies. They can't reach over there. They can't reach over the wall. Oh, he mad now. Oh. Get down there. Get down there.
Don't believe this.
Oh, it's right D-pad.
Area secured. Hostiles neutralized.
Another telling thing I think Jake Paul should have paid attention to. Anthony Joshua did exactly what he said he was going to do. He said he wanted to see, he said you can tell, I'm paraphrasing, you can tell when the fight goes out of a person. So he said he wanted to take Jake Paul's soul and then put him out. And that's exactly what he did. And if you watch that, I got the hiccups. If you watch that fight footage, that's exactly what he did. You can see in Jake Paul's face, it's not just exhaustion. You see the terror in his face. And then you see the resignation. Once he does the tongue wag thing, go watch the footage.
Hello? Everything okay out there? Hey, is somebody out there? Can you please let me out?
Yeah, we're good. I got you, bruh. You can see the fight go out of him.
Nice work shutting that down, Agent.
Finally. Oh, thank you so much. That was terrifying. Now I need to get the hell out of here.
Dang, they done gave me the shotty. They gave me the shotty. Can I put it as a... Oh, I got... Hey, as soon as I get there... Oh, yeah, let's go. I need... What I really want is like a Uzi type situation for my secondary, for real. So... another thing, and it's something that people are echoing, is you got to commend Jake Paul because he gave the people what they want to see, man. Now, he did. I don't think that he meant to. I don't think that he meant to give the people what they wanted to see. I think that he was maybe hoping for a draw or maybe a, you know, I don't think he wanted his jaw broken. But the people ended up getting what they wanted to see in the end. And I don't know if he's gonna come back. I don't know if, yo, they said I had to go through the subway. I don't know. I don't know if this Logan Paul thing is going to happen, but I'll say this. In times like these, it is nice to see someone go off script and really stand on the reality of the culture they're in. I'd like to see more of that in politics. I'd like to see more of these talking heads. And it's kind of starting to happen a little bit. I'd like to see more of these news people really expressing not even, you know what, not news people, more everyday people, not news people. I'd like to see more podcasters, more TikTok accounts, more people expressing just how horrific things really are. More people expressing from the side of black, brown people, like, yo, they're trying to erase our history. Like, I'd like to see more people go off script when it comes to that, you know. Candace Owens, I've always felt she's incredibly intelligent, but she's just been highly conditioned by the two-party system. Maybe because she got made fun of by our, you know, I grew up going through that. You're too black for the white kids, too white for the black kids. You start speaking, using certain words, start speaking outside of colloquialisms, you get judged, you get shunned. Maybe that's what happened to her, but you don't gotta go, you know. But now Candace Owens, now she caught up in a storyline, you know. I ain't trying to be messy, but I think there's a lot more reasons for why she is getting involved with this whole Charlie Kirk thing than she's letting on. But I don't want to get sued, so all of this is alleged and speculation. I feel like there was something that just happened. Oh, Nicki Minaj. These are topics that everyone's covering, so you can go look at other people's takes for more in-depth analysis on some of these things. I'm just giving my opinion. But I'll say this. Nicki Minaj, going over to the Trump side of things. People are... honestly, I think this is the hip-hop version of what I just said. If you've been paying attention, you shouldn't be surprised that Nicki Minaj is sitting with MAGA. You shouldn't be surprised. I really feel that. 127. I only have $85, so I'm not able to get that right now. What is this? This is a gas mask. Gonna put my firepower up to 116. All of this will put my firepower up to 116. What does this put it to? Ooh, they got that SMG, but it's 127. Oh, I could sell some stuff though. I got some. That's worth 2. Dang, they're brutal with the prices. So with Nicki Minaj, man, you gotta zoom out.
I'll see you soon.
And you have to recognize your own bias. A black woman selling what she's selling to her own people, yeah, bro. She's been. Come on, man.
Back on this place just when it was about to boil over. We all thank you. And I wanted to say personally that I've lived in Brooklyn my whole life. So what you've done means a lot to me.
A lot of these celebrities, there's a reason why Malcolm X said he doesn't trust either political party or any of these celebrities. If you press left to equip a grenade, they're selling stereotypes. Rest in peace to Sarah Bartman. They used to fetishize black women for their looks, and they would treat them like all they were good for was their bodies. That's why I cringe when I see a Meg Thee Stallion only doing that. You're feeding into the same exact stereotypes that our people were fighting to get away from not too long ago. And you should look up what happened to Sarah Bartman, because it was terrible, man. It was terrible. They put her on a tour. That's why colonization and the things that happen in these first world countries, while it is nice, some of the convenience that we have and some of the things we have access to, they desensitize people, and now people are shocked that these things are happening. But if you look, there has been a moral decay this entire time, bruh. Even Nicki Minaj's name is pushing the very stereotypes that our ancestors used to fight against. And the sickening thing that the country has done is it has repackaged these stereotypes and resold them. Now, you know, our ancestors in the past would be going, hey man, we are more. Black women in the past had to protest to say that they are more than just objects. On the plantation, they would abuse their black women, slaves. Sally Hemings, they sat there and wrote all men are equal, then went home to abuse their slaves. So in the past, they'd be protesting, talking about, hey, we are more than just our looks. Yes, black women are incredibly beautiful in my opinion, but the stereotype was that they were just objects to be used in a physical sense. And these labels are so devious, they're selling that as liberation. And so I believe that if you are a black person and you can overlook all of the atrocities and stereotypes and things that have been done and sell it to the youth, then you could do anything. You are willing to compromise for anything. So what she's doing, I don't feel is a huge. You're already morally compromised. You're already morally compromised. I think it is a shame, but yeah, man.
Agent, we just got a distress call from one of the local police precincts we set up as a distribution hub. They're being attacked by rioters. Getting word they're planning on trading hostages for drugs.
All units. We have rioters overrunning the precinct. Drop everything and get your asses back here.
Now, I know this is online. Is this like a story mission that I have to do? Because here, let's see, is there? Let's see.
You are now entering a safe area.
There's only one mission, and it's the siege.
Agent, we just got a distress call from one of the local police precincts.
So does that mean this is all I could do right now?
Attacked by rioters. Getting word they're planning on trading hostages for drugs. You need to get in there, eliminate the threat to the precinct, and free any hostages.
All right, we'll check back in.